Now to see this one, to check whether these are dimensionally correct or not, we will write the dimensional formula. This is our left hand side. The dimensional formula of M is M, dimensional formula of G is LT minus 2, dimensional formula of H is L. Now if we put this formula here, so therefore MGH now we can write down dimensional formula of MGH. It will become MGH. It will become M इक्को ही है, L किन्ने आ 2, T भी इक्को ही है -2. So therefore dimensional formula of MGH becomes ML2T minus 2. Now for right hand side, that is half mv square. Now we will write down dimensional formula of M, that is M. Dimensional formula of V LT minus 1 and 1 by 2 is dimensionless constant. यही होएगा ना. So therefore dimensional formula, हाँ जी आवाज़ कट क्यों दिया. Dimensional formula of half mv square, M LT minus 1 its square. It becomes M L square and becomes T minus 2. So therefore you can see that ML2 T minus 2, this is the dimensional formula of right hand side, and ML2 T minus 2, this is the dimensional formula of our left hand side, and you can see both are same. So therefore MGH is equal to half mv square is correct relation. दिखाई दे रहा. An artificial satellite is revolving around a planet of mass m and radius r in inner solar orbit of radius r. From Kepler's third law about the period of satellite around a common central body, the square of period of revolution is proportional to cube of radius of orbit r. Show that using dimensional analysis that. Now in this question it is that you will see that this is a question of derivation of relation. We have to derive this relation. E is equal to k upon r, r cube upon g. So from this question you can see that it is that period of satellite around common central body r. Square of the period of revolution is proportional to the cube of the radius of the orbit. That is, first condition what is given that the square of the time period is proportional to cube of the radius, that is the cube of the radius of the orbit. So this is the first condition. Second one, you can see that T is, now you can see that here r is there. What is the r? Radius of the planet. Radius of the planet, that is r. and third one you can see G is here also. So therefore the T is directly proportional to G. Clear? Now we do not know, here it is known that now you can write down it as T is proportional to R raised to power 3 by 2. Now here the power is known to us, but here the powers are unknown. So therefore we will write down A and B. So therefore if we will combine these three relations, we get three relations, that is the time period depends upon radius, time period depends upon radius, and time period depends upon acceleration due to gravity. We are having three factors, 1, 2 and 3. Now this is given, that is time period is directly proportional to the 3 raised to power 2 of the r means radius of the orbit, and here time period is directly, it is not directly or inversely, we do not know. The time period depends upon the radius of the planet, and third it depends upon acceleration due to gravity, that is the G. And here there is a no mention of the mass, so therefore we will not write down the dependence of T on the mass of the planet. So therefore we got three relations. Now I will write down here, that is first equation was T is proportional to R raised to power 3 by 2. Second was T is proportional to R raised to power A, and third one T is proportional to G raised to power B. We do not know what are the powers. So therefore when we will combine these three equations, 1, 2 and 3, we get proportional to R 3 by 2 R A G raised to power B. Now after combining these we get this relation, and when the proportionality is removed we get proportionality constant, that is the K R raised to power 3 by 2 R raised to power A G raised to power B. Clear? Now we get this relation. Now we will write a line, the above relation will be correct if dimensions on both sides will be same or equal. Now this is according to the principle of homogeneity of dimension. So therefore according to this principle of homogeneity of dimensions, this relation will be true if the dimensions or dimensional formula on both sides are same. Clear? So therefore we will write the dimensional formula of each and every quantity. Now first of all, dimensional formula T, and that is T. Then comes K is a dimensionless, it is already given in the statement, you can see here it is written that K is a dimensionless constant. So therefore there is no need to worry about this one. Now next one is R. Dimensional formula of R is what? The radius. Radius means length. Therefore its dimensional formula will be L, and this is again radius. So therefore dimensional formula of R is again L. Clear? Next one, G. G is the acceleration due to gravity. So therefore dimensional formula of G will be LT minus 2. Now We will write the dimensional formula of each and every physical quantity with the powers as written here. So therefore we will write down T is equal to K, need not to write down R. R means L raised to power 3 by 2. Then this is R. R is again length. This is raised to power A, and this is G raised to power B. G means LT minus 2 raised to power B. Now T, there is only T, so we can write it as M raised to power 0, L raised to power 0, T, and this will become, now M is not there, M raised to power 0, then L, this is raised to power 3 by 2, this is raised to power A, and this is raised to power B, and T raised to power minus 2B. Now as we have already said, this relation will be correct if dimensions on both sides will be same. Now what are the dimensions of M? The dimensions of M are, here you can see dimensions of M are 0 and here is 0, so therefore both are equal. But here the dimensions of L are 0 and here is 3 by 2 plus A plus B, so therefore here we will write down according to the principle of homogeneity of dimension, therefore 3 by 2 plus A plus B must be equal to 0. Clear? And you can see what are the dimensions of T? This is a 1 and here it is minus 2B. So therefore dimensions of the T will also be the should also be the same. Therefore we get from the T minus 2B is equal to 1, and from this we get B is equal to minus 1 by 2. So we got the one value, that is B is equal to 1 by 2. Now if we put the value of B here, then we can get the value of A. So therefore using this one, 3 by 2 plus A plus B is equal to 0. I think it is 0, and B is equal to minus 1 by 2 and B is equal to minus 1 by 2. Then we will get 3 by 2 plus A minus 1 by 2 is equal to 0. It implies A plus 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2 is equal to 0. It implies A plus 3 minus 1 by 2 is equal to 0. So A plus 3 minus 1 2 by 2 is equal to 0. So therefore A is equal to minus 1, and B is equal to minus 1 by 2. It is already written here. So therefore we put the values of A and B in this relation. Here we will put this, let us say this is equation number 4. So therefore we will write down, put the values A and B in equation 4. We get what we get, T is equal to K, T is equal to K R raised to power 3 by 2, R raised to power A, G raised to power B. R raised to power A, that is minus 1, and G raised to power B matlab minus 1 by 2. So therefore this can be written as K R raised to power 3 by 2. Now R raised to power 1, it will become R, and G, it will become 1 by 2. So therefore it can be written as K upon R, that is R cube upon g raised to power 1 by 2. We can write it down. लिख सकते ना था. So therefore, lastly we get this relation r is equal to k upon r under root r cube upon g. So we got this relation. I think if you will go to the previous this one, you can see we got the same relation. So therefore, in this way we can derive the required relation between the different physical quantities. Hello.